Hello and welcome back to In the Christmas Kitchen with Pen. Now, today's dish can either be a side or it can be a main for any vegetarians that might be amongst us. And it is a festive cauliflower steak. So I've got the ingredients here, almost. So obviously we need a cauliflower and I'm going to cut a steak from that. And festive, well, cranberries, a little bit of orange juice, some sage, salt, pepper, brain's gone, hasn't it? Shallot, finely minced shallot, and a clove of garlic. So let's start by cutting a nice cauliflower steak off of this cauliflower. So I'm going to go into the middle and we want quite a decent sized one, especially as it's going to be a main. Now obviously the size will be dependent on how big a head of cauliflower you get, but there you go, that's what we're going to start with. And we are going to simply rub with, oh God, I'm so glad I stopped. That's not avocado oil, Pen, that's balsamic. Rub with a little avocado oil. And then we will season with our usual sea salt and black pepper. So let's make sure the whole of that cauliflower, you can't see because I've put that away, the whole of that cauliflower has now got the avocado oil, and we're going to season with salt and pepper. We're going to turn it over and do the other side. Now this would go into your oven on a baking sheet at 180 for about 30 minutes and you turn it halfway through. Mine's going to go into the Ninja air fryer, and it too is going to go in at 180, but it will only have about 20 minutes in total. So let's put this on. 180 zone 1, 180 zone 1, and we'll go for 20 minutes and press start. So that cauliflower is doing whatever my cauliflower needs to do, and now we need to go across to the hob. And first off I need to heat some orange juice. We need it on 1000, so we go quite low. So what we're going to do is rehydrate our cranberries. So get the orange juice in there and then just add in, if you can open them, the cranberries. You could do this with fresh cranberries and you'll just cook them till they start to burst, or you could even just heat up a little bit of cranberry sauce. So they're just going to sit in there and just rehydrate gently. Meantime, we'll stick with the avocado oil and we'll get that hot, and then we'll add in our shallots. Once that is hot enough, I will put them in. Right, to really sort of amp up a Christmas flavour, I've got some red currant jelly with port that will also go into this dish. So that is warm, so So I'm going to go in with the shallots. I know some has gone in there, but I don't really want the garlic going in there just yet. And we are just going to saute that very, very gently. So nothing to see here, we'll be back. Well, it is Christmas and butter makes everything taste better. So we're going to go in with a generous knob of butter, because that will just, it will just make it so unctuous. Use a good quality butter, don't use something like willow or a spreadable butter, use a proper butter. There you go, look at that. The cranberries have rehydrated beautifully, so I'm going to turn those off, and they can just sit there and they'll carry on taking on the lemon juice. It's orange juice, isn't it? Don't want lemon juice, they'll just carry on taking the orange juice flavour. Nothing happening, we'll be back. These are just starting to colour a little, so I'm going to come in with the garlic. Now we can go in with a little salt and pepper. It's always to taste, always to taste. Love salt, add more. Right, and now we want some of this lovely sage, onions, Christmas. Being quite generous because I really want to smell this sage. Right. Oh, I can smell the garlic, I can smell the sage. So I'm going to go in with a little of the red currant jelly. That will help that's it. That will help form a sauce for us. So we'll go in with a good dessert spoonful of the red currant jelly that has the port in it. I'm going to turn the cauliflower steak over now, and just so you can see, I'll bring it over. Right, just starting to char just a little. So over it goes, and it has about another 10 minutes to cook. Right, now I'm going to just use some of the orange juice just to let this down a little bit more. And yeah, we are just going to leave this just slipping away, and the smell is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So we'll be back in a bit. Now I have just had a taste and it's a little tart, so I'm going to go in with a teaspoon of, just over I think, of sugar, and I've added some more of the orange juice, and once that's all in, we can taste it again. We've turned the heat up and we're reducing it till it gets quite syrupy, and you could add some more butter at this stage to make a nice glossy sauce. So that's what we're doing. If your sauce isn't thick enough, you can add a little corn flour and water paste, or better still, oh look, that's getting nice and glossy, a potato starch and corn flour. And I'm going to go in with pretty much most of the cranberries, just so that they get that nice flavour too. I'm going to check on the cauliflower steak, turn that down, and let's see, yep, that is ready. So what we do now is we get our steak and we're just going to sit it in this gorgeous sauce. Just sit there for a couple of minutes, just so that it takes on some of those flavours from the sauce. Leave that there for a couple more minutes and it'll be time to dish up. It's finished. I just put it on the plate, poured over some sauce and some of the extra cranberries, and then decorated with a little chopped parsley. Now, great, as I say, as a side, or if you have a vegetarian amongst you and you don't know what to cook and you want something fairly simple but still going to give them the festive feel, then this would work. So let's get a piece of cauliflower, some of the cranberries and plenty of the juice. There we are. That's really nice. Now, as long as they're not cooked in duck fat, imagine this with roasties and all your other vegetables. I really don't think a vegetarian guest would feel that they were missing out. They probably never do anyway, but you know what I mean. You wouldn't feel like they were missing. That's nice because there's a little bit of tart that hits you at the back of your throat. What would I change? I'd use brown sugar instead of the white sugar. That's probably it. I really like that. Just herbs that you have in, sage, salt, pepper, bit of orange juice, or if you haven't got orange juice and dried cranberries, fresh cranberries and orange juice, or a jar of cranberry sauce. Absolutely perfect. So thank you for watching this episode of In Christmas Kitchen with Pen, and I'll see you all again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.